Alright, what's up? I'm going to be showing you how to play Oh My God by Bo Burnham, which is the earlier version of From God's Perspective. Now, you can use the same chords that he uses in this song to play Channel 5 News. It's just going to be a little bit different at the end. Okay, anyway, the way he starts Oh My God is he basically does the same thing as he does in I'm Boyo. Well, he uses the same chords, at least. He goes E major, so I hope everything is visible. He starts off with that, then he goes to A major, then he goes to C sharp minor, and then he goes to B major. So those are the four chords he starts off with. Okay, the tempo, the rhythm that he uses is basically bass, bass chord, bass chord, bass. And he does that for every chord. So he goes bass chord, bass chord, bass, bass chord, bass chord, bass, bass chord. Da, 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 da. That's basically what he does for the first part of the song. And then, yeah, he does it with the text with it, so he goes, I've never written a book in my things. I give you healthy birds and you make chicken wings. I give you nipples. And then when he says nipples, so I gave you nipples and you made nipple rings, then he takes a little break. So I gave you healthy birds and you made chicken wings. I gave you nipples, you made nipple rings. And then he just continues the same thing that he was already doing. So, you're not going to heaven, why would you ever think I'd ever hang out with you? You're all dicks, I don't need you, I know a million aliens cooler than... And when he says you, he goes to A major. So he goes from B major to A major, and then he goes back to B major. So he goes, you're not going to heaven, why would you ever think I'd ever hang out with you? And then, well, you can play the chord here, but I just like to play the bass and then quit, like to take a little break, because it puts an emphasis on the, the frustration. I don't know. So what I like to play is you're not going to heaven, I know a million aliens cooler than you, so fuck you. And then he starts the chorus. So what he does in the chorus is really easy as well. E major again, wow. He starts off with E major again. Oh my, then he goes to C sharp minor. Oh my, and then he goes to G sharp minor. So he goes oh my God, oh my God. So you have to just repeat this one for once, and then you play this 4 times, and then of course after he's already said oh my God twice, then he goes, I'm not gonna fix you, I'm not gonna fix you, oh my God. Okay, that's the first verse and chorus down. Then he basically does the same thing in this second verse and the second chorus. It's pretty straightforward. So he goes, people give me money and I don't know why, 'cause my real connection, that's all the same. So he goes, I made every girl different, they're all perfect just the way they are. People tell them different and people are smart, right? I just made the stars thinking of you, you're overpopulated, so I slay for days making gays and you ended up hating them. And then again he does the A major, B major thing, so he goes, fuck you. But what I like to do then is well, he does it as well. So he goes to B major, fuck you, and then he does a slide. So he goes, fuck you, and then he repeats the chorus. So, oh my god, I'm not gonna fix you, whatever. Okay, now this is what comes now is a bit different, and I can't really figure out what he does exactly, because I think he's just improvising. I'm going to try to I try to like recreate what he does in his in a video that I found. But anyway, I'm going to yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to move the camera just 1 minute. Hold on. All right. So what he does now is like the little in between dark part where he gets all serious and stuff. Is he actually uses the same 3 chords he uses in his in the chorus, but he changes up his hands, the placement of his hands a little bit. So he goes E major, that remains exactly the same. Then he goes to C sharp minor, but he goes up. He plays it like this. So Do sharp, Mi, So sharp, Do sharp. I hope it's all visible. And then again he goes to G sharp minor, but he plays it like this now. Okay, so like that. I'm sorry if I'm placing my hands really weirdly, but it's just so you'd be able to see. Okay. Anyway, so what he does, considering rhythm, I can't really. Well, I would be able to explain it, but then the video would be over 20 minutes or something, which it might already be. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just going to show you very quickly what I do, because I think he improvises himself, because there's not really. It's really weird. I can't seem to figure it out myself either. So this is what I do. I've tried to replicate it as good as possible. You can slow it down to 25% if you really want to copy it exactly. But I recommend you just like figure out something yourself, like make something up. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to play what I do very slowly. So that's what I do. I don't know if it's all visible, but again, as I said, you just use these chords and you just try to figure out something yourself. Okay, anyway, so that's the little, if you play that quickly, you get, hold on. And then he starts singing again. So what he does now is he basically uses the same 3 chords from his chorus again, except now he throws in D minor after D sharp minor after C sharp minor. So he goes E major, and then he goes down. Then he goes down again. He uses the same hand placement as he uses in the chorus. So he goes E major, C sharp minor, D sharp minor, G sharp minor. So those, and then you just play the bass. So I hope you can see it, right? Yeah, I think you can. Okay. So the rhythm that he uses here is he goes. So he goes chord bass at the same time. Chord bass, chord bass, chord bass, chord bass. It's really not that hard. What I like to do is when I start it, I just kind of hold it without any rhythm. So you get I created many beings, but you're the strangest that I've ever met. And then I hit this one twice, but that's just how I like to do it myself. And then you go. You think that you're my children, but you're more like an annoying pet. The Messiah made the people wonder heavily whether he's me. But I'm not into saving people who might nail me to a fucking tree. People are angry, crying, sad, and lost worship, power, and wealth. And then he goes, the more that I watch you, the less I believe in myself. And on self, I like to hold this chord, so less I believe in myself. That's what I like to do. So you get the more that I watch you, the less I believe in myself. And then you just go chord, bass, bass, chord, bass, bass, chord, bass, bass, chord, bass. And then you go back to the chorus. So, oh my, oh my. I know the camera might not be set up correctly, but you know what comes after. So, again, he goes, the more that I watch you, the less I believe in myself. And then he goes, oh my God. And then he does a key change, but I'm going to set up the camera differently again to show you that. Okay, so after you do the low-pitched part, you go back to the chorus, which is oh my God. Then you do that a couple times, and then at the final part you go oh my God, 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 and then you do a key change. So instead of going back to E major, which was your chord, your first chord in your first verse, you go up one full note, which is in this case F sharp major, and you do that with everything. So E major becomes F sharp major, A major becomes B major, of course. Then you got C sharp minor, which becomes D sharp minor, and then you've got B major, which becomes C sharp major. So you've got instead of this, you've got this. Then you go to B major, then you go to D minor, and then you go to C major. Like that. I really hope it's all visible, because Jesus Christ, it's really difficult to set up the camera. Anyway, so you get like that. Considering singing, like you basically just sing in the other keys, the keys you're not playing. It's basically the same as the first verse. You go, what does he do? Yeah, you're looking for answers that won't be found. No. Okay, so what I like to do is I dismount on the last verse. So I go. And instead of going with the same rhythm here, I hit this. I just hit the chord and the bass 4 times, or 3 times actually, 3 times. So. And then you just go back to. I don't know if this is still visible. Yeah, it is. So then you just go back to F sharp major, but in a lower octave, and that's where it ends. So you get. Why would I kill someone when 100 years passes when I blink my eyes? That's it. Considering the Channel 5 news, if you want to play channel 5 news on a piano, it's basically the same thing as Oh My God, except you don't have the key change. So it kind of ends really awkwardly with you just repeating the chorus. You go channel 5 news, only on a channel 5 news, only on a channel 5 news, only on a channel 5 news. And that he just repeats that over and over and over, but he kind of fades it out. Now, if you're a piano player and you're fading out, and you're just starting to sing slower or softer, it's kind of awkward. It doesn't really work like that. But yeah, so if you want to play that on the piano for other people, it's gonna be quite awkward when finishing. But yeah, anyway, I think that does it for Oh My God or Channel 5 News on the piano. Again, Channel 5 News is exactly the same besides the key change. It's literally, Jesus Christ, literally, tonight at 10, the world is ending again. We know why and when, so you better watch. We got a beat with some feminist chick, and also a picture with a starlet's crotch. And then yeah, it's basically the same thing. I don't know why I'm explaining this. So yeah, anyway, without any further ado, that does it for the video. This video is probably well over 10 minutes. So yeah, peace out.